Hi everybody, it's Derek with Life Changing Dinners. We're gonna be making a really fast, easy dish. Think like ground turkey or ground meat with a bunch of vegetables and just adding some sauce, which is gonna be oyster sauce. If you guys go to any Asian market, if you do a stir fry, this is what the stuff that they use. And we're gonna be using our electric skillet, and I wanna show you guys how we're gonna cut a bunch of these vegetables up. So this is our electric skillet. I preheated it to 425 already. And I got my ground beef, or ground turkey, and we're just gonna add it in. And remember with this too, we're not gonna be adding any oil to the pan as well, so it just kind of mince it up, put it in there. I'm gonna put the lid just so it cooks a little bit faster, and we're gonna just do that. All right, wasn't that fast? So we cooked the meat. The ground meat over here, it's a little bit pink, but we're going to be showing you guys what I do when family cooking. So I'll cook the meat up and then I'm going to add the vegetables in. And now that we're adding vegetables, and I'm going to lower my temperature. So instead of like 425, you can always brown your meat at a higher temperature. I love doing that. But then when you're going to start adding vegetables, I'm going to have it be that medium click low right now. So I'm putting it back to 325, put it right underneath my Saladmaster machine, and I'll show you guys what we're going to do. So one thing I like to teach people is cutting carrots and showing you the different shapes and sizes of all this stuff. So let's go start with the bigger one. So the number 5 cone here, that's the waffle cut. I'm just gonna show you guys a bunch of different cones. Gonna just do this. 5 cone here. So those are gonna be those waffle cuts. We're gonna try the number 4 cone. So those are gonna be our slices. What's great is that every time I go around one time with my hand, it's basically having 6 blades on there, or 6 times I'm cutting it because there's 6 different blades. Kind of nice over there. Here's the number 3 cut. It looks like this. Well, this is what it is. All right, number 3 cone, and it has cuts like this, if you like it. Just a little cut like that. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you the number 2 cone here. Okay, number 2 cone. This is gonna be like the shredded carrots that I think that you buy at the restaurant or buy at the grocery store. They're pre-cut. Remember, they're also pre-rinsed too, so they lose a lot of that flavor that's gonna be in your carrots, that sweetness. That's why if you ever had it, they're kind of like, where's all the flavor? All right, that's the number 2 cone. Now the number 1 cone here. Modeling. And this is this. So the number 1 cone, so that's gonna be like our fine red carrotness thing. So, yeah. Look, no waste. I guess that's a little waste, but just a little bit. All right, so there's that, all those carrots. All right, and then I'm gonna show you guys what we do when I'm fast cooking. Like this is fast cooking. I'll do my broccoli that looks like this. I'll just use the number 3 cone. This is when I'm fast, quick, easy, I don't really care. But if you wanna get your knife and you wanna cut all this stuff up, you totally can. But here's what I mean by like, just chopping it in there. Think like an Asian stir fry. The pieces are just gonna be nice, fine minced in there, but we'll eat it. The whole thing that we teach is how to add more fruits and vegetables to our diet and make it fast and easy so you can feed your family really quick and easy. Right, so there's that. Broccoli is gonna be in there. I did cut some green beans too, so I'm just gonna throw that in. And think of this like a salad if you want as well, because you can eat this cold. It's really good for lunch as well. So those are the vegetables that I want to have be cooked. And then I'm also have some vegetables that I kind of want a little raw and crunchy. So that's gonna be the purple cabbage, that's gonna be our zucchini and our spinach too. So we're gonna do that. So I'm gonna put the lid back on. And you remember when we're using Saladmaster, we have vegetables, that's when you wanna do medium click low. Browning meat, you can do it really high, you could add oil, you can do whatever you want. So I'm gonna be putting this to 325. It was hot. All right, 325, put the lid on, it's gonna start clicking, then we're gonna turn it down to low, and we'll just add all the rest of those vegetables in there. It's clicking, it's clicking. Okay, so here's what we do. So when it starts clicking with your electric skillet, we're now gonna turn it at a lower temperature. So low is gonna be under 200 degrees, so just come right over here, press the down button, and if it ends at 175, that's totally fine. Remember, it's under 200, that's what we're really looking for. It'll basically stop clicking fairly soon. And then we're driving all that heat in, cooking that really, really fast, really delicious. And if you are meal prepping, kind of at this time too, I kind of like my vegetables really crunchy, so I might even just stop and just kind of throw all that stuff in because I want my veggies crunchy, but it's want them to be really like softer. Cook it longer. All right, guys, so this is all cooked. So look at all of our vegetables here, all cooked and all delicious and all good. So if I were to be cooking at home, I would just add the rest of the vegetables. And I'm gonna turn off the temperature here. Turn it off so it stops cooking. And then I'm gonna be adding some veggies to it. All right, so we're gonna do some purple cabbage on the number 3 cone. This is gonna be your mince cone here. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys both, I guess. So number 3 cone on, and get our purple cabbage here. Because I think a lot of families, when they have a dinner, they start buying purple cabbage and like, what do I do? What do I do? It just tastes really good. What I love about this dish too is it looks really pretty. It's kind of the best part. Purple, orange, green, all that stuff. Putting that up. That's a lot of cabbage, but that's okay. Okay, so there's that. Purple cabbage. And then I'm also gonna add in some zoodles. So zucchini season pretty soon. We'll take all of your zucchinis, if you guys have a bunch. But we're gonna be using the number 2 cone here. Got a little something. We got a little veggie. Number 2 cone looks like this. Okay, we're gonna put it on. And we're gonna take the plastic thing, the hopper, the guide, the thingy-majigger, this thing, it slides off. We're gonna take that off. And then we're gonna do zoodles. Remember, it's safe to put your hands right here. It doesn't cut you, all right? Cut you at the very end, that's really far back. So this is how I make my zoodles. I'll just hold it on there. And ooh la la. And I'll make a big batch of this. All right, and then I'll make a big batch and I'll just put it in a little container, and then I'll start adding some zoodles whenever I'm eating like a lot of meat, or like pasta sauce, or like something else. Just add all that stuff into it. So we gotta throw that in there. And then we're gonna throw in some spinach, because we have it. And by the way, you guys, if you guys don't have these vegetables, what's great about this dish, you don't need it. But if you have it, go use it, all right? We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna add some, this is oyster sauce. In Portland, we had like a really big Chinese market where they did teach us how to do it. They said that this brand's really good, by the way. So I don't want to butcher how to say it, but they said that's a good brand. So yeah, we're gonna use this. Okay, got it. Okay, and we're gonna add some of this. It's kind of sweet in there, too, kind of like a sweet sauce. And then now I'm just going to mix all of that stuff together. And it just tastes really good. Tastes good. There's a lot of veggies in there. And this is kind of how I meal prep my lunches. I'll eat all this good stuff. I think I need more sauce, you guys. So if you guys measured me with my sauce, I'm like looking at it, I'm like, I need way more than that. Or I want way more than that. Okay. Okay, here's some more. Oopsies. Okay. And here's this. Delicious. All right, you guys, so this is our Asian stir fry, bunch of vegetables. But could you imagine bringing this to lunch tomorrow? All right, and people always ask us, how do you guys eat so much vegetables? It's because we just throw it into things and it tastes really good. Put some sesame seeds on top, and it's delicious.